Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Come on, set. Ready.
First play of the game, first throw of the game. And they're going to get him again. Remarkable. How about that to start the game? 2 sacks on the first 2 plays.
Prior to the opening kickoff, the home crowd is rocking. They're on their feet cheering. Well, one play in, got a little quieter in here. This defense came out, and they took the fight right to them, able to bring the quarterback down for an opening play sack to get their defense settled into this one. Well, not a great start to this drive offensively. You take the sack on first down, and you're thinking, all right, let's go to the ground game. Let's pick up some of the lost yardage. But then you take a loss again, and now it sets up 3rd and real long, and you find yourself in a tough spot.
Not the sharpest of starts on offense. Here an early 3rd and long.
Check that. Street. Check go.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This is taken at his own 30. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. Throwing is Fields. He finds Bell. That's caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's 1 running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch them off guard a little with the pass. They take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
13, pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another first down. Here's Fields. This one complete to Palmer. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Now a second down throw for Fields. A dive and a catch. Incredible. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he'll go down, back at the 4. Task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. They'll go with him again. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
Last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, New England.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
Johnson now to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Let's go.
So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. Wow, it wasn't for lack of effort. He tried every which way to elude the defense, but he was outnumbered. They finally got him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of yardage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through two plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
Throwing now on third and long, and that is incomplete.
Well, I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first two drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait till their third series to see if they can make it happen.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. On first and 10, Fields. To the left side here, caught by Baker. That one good for a dozen, and a very quick first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and It wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Play action now for Fields. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. Now a give up the middle. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Fields. That is caught side of the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots. Greg, what a great play called down there, using the size of the tight end. You've been there. That's a really difficult play to pull off.
And I can promise you, Mike, they spend a lot of time all week working on this very play. They go down in the red zone, and they talk through it. They walk through it. He understands he's got that big-body tight end. Use all of that space to the outside. Keep the ball away from the defender, and it's the trust knowing that your guy is going to keep those feet in bounds and come down with 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. First and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So it'll be first and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
Let's go now.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Now we'll get a pause here, an injured player, and it's A.J. Brown, who was hurt on that last play. Here's 2nd and 9.
Go. Hut, hut.
Back to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go. Let's go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run-after-catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Now, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. They go play action with Fields. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Now, Fields. Pass, right side, taken by Baker. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. What a start to the year. His 2nd touchdown in this opening half. The extra point, up and good. And the Patriots will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return is Rodgers. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
A throw on the move is caught.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
3rd down, 3 to go. Man in motion is Brown. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And that is incomplete.
And after that last incompletion, it's really the story of the game. This offense has had a really hard time sustaining drives that can lead to points. You can sense the frustration, not only on the sideline, but really in the entire stadium. They've got to get something going, especially early in these drives, so they can find themselves in scoring position and come away with some points.
Here's 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground, and he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Fields operating out of the pistol. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Initially, when the quarterback looked his tight end's way, I thought he had a chance for a big pickup. He had nice separation there early. Let's give credit to the defense. They were able to rally quickly to the ball and keep that from being an even bigger game.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Let's go. Trap 60.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points, but either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
A 1st down throw for Fields. That's down the field and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of the Patriots has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way to...
Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And it looked like one of the Patriots was able to fall on it. Indeed, they did. They are able to keep possession. On 4th down, Bryce Behringer out to punt for New England. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's taken in right side by Goddard. They face second down and 7. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. Fields to throw. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
Off the play action, here's Fields. That is caught to the goal line and in. Jalen Polk, touchdown Patriots. A try here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Pats move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead. Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. On the return is Rodgers. Now an opening past the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10, and they're on the 34-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Let's go now. Set go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. All right, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly 1 play to get our answer.
Off play action, he'll set up to throw. He finds Bell. That's caught. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. He is in. Touchdown, New England. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The extra point is up and through. And the Patriots stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Street.
Man in motion is Brown. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Here we go. Shot.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line. It stresses your quarterback. It stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. This complete to Pope. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Fields from the gun on third down. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Fields now to throw on first down. He'll go right and find his running back. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Let's go now. 60 by 6. Come 19. Come 19. Go.
Fields now on second down. Going up top. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Patriots. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The PAT, up and good. And the Pats keep widening that lead. It is now 42-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Ready up.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. First down throw there is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
3rd and 6.
19.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Back to throw. He'll try to run for it.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the first down.
We are through 3 quarters here on...
With the score victorious 42.
Ready, ready.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
On the ground, this is Barkley. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
Check go.
He'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Set. 19
Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught downfield by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it. Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now, faking the give. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Here we go, here we go.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. To the outside, he's got Smith. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. It's 1st down, and they'll run. Room up the sideline at the 45. Down the sideline to the 20. And he is gone. 77 yards. Touchdown, New England. Now the try for an extra point. It's up and through. And the Patriots continue to bring the hammer down. It is now 49-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return is Rodgers. Whoa. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 2nd and 11.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. They get 16 on that connection. Good for an Eagles 1st down. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a road win here for the Patriots. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.